My dear sisters and brothers, first of all, I would like to congratulate NGIC for this timely initiative. As we all know that history of humankind is interwoven with wars and peace, but the quest for peace always prevailed. Dear friends, 21st century is full with opportunities and challenges. And we can learn a lot, especially after this pandemic. We have been saying that peace is not just the absence of war, though it is the first most important step. But peace has so many other dimensions. Those have to be fulfilled. In the present situation, when we are struggling against COVID-19, the corona pandemic, we can learn many lessons. And that will help in prevailing peace. My first C is communication or connect. We have to keep open dialogue. We have to keep open talking and sharing our views with each other so that we can learn that diversity prevails, but in spite of diversity, we have to coexist. So the first is communication. The second C is coordination. We have to coordinate on many issues because no problem in the world could be solved in isolation today. It needs mutual cooperation. But in between communication and coordination, another important thing is collaboration. Collaboration is very much needed. And the fourth important factor is compassion. We have learned that world is so interconnected. And therefore, communication, coordination, collaboration and compassion will help us to move towards security and peace. We know that such things are not possible without the institutional efforts, people's efforts, as well as the consciousness raising efforts. If injustices prevail, if inequality prevail, if apartheid in different forms and facades prevail, if discrimination prevails, if child labor, slavery, trafficking exist in the world, we cannot think of a secure humanity. We cannot think of a peaceful world. These things are very much interconnected. Unfortunately, the inequality in every aspect of life globally is growing. One example is that last year, $8 trillion have been earmarked as the COVID response fund, primarily by the rich countries. But only 0.13% has been allocated for the most marginalized and most needy people in the developing world. And therefore, we have to make bold efforts. Friends, slavery and security cannot coexist. Slavery of human beings and peace cannot coexist. There are repercussions of those evils and those injustices prevailing in our society. So, now a group of laureates and leaders for children is pressing hard to find some solutions. One is to create a moral leadership in the world. Another one is to engage young people to raise their voices because their voices are most compelling. And recently, we have demanded the formation of a global social protection fund. Because those who have lost their livelihoods, those who have been pushed into extremely miserable conditions or even the chronic poverty, they need immediate support. We have seen the positive results of social protection floors in different countries, but that has to be a movement, that has to be institutionalized globally with adequate resources. So, dear friends, eventually peace will prevail. But the prerequisite is that we have to start with these 4C formula. Thank you so much.